So I'm going to tell you the Great Escape. April the 27th, 1975 was the day we left Vietnam. And how ironic is it that today's April the 27th?
Right.
42 years ago, and I'm telling you this story today. So we left Vietnam on a ship. We left Vietnam on a ship, and we traveled that day. And April the 28th, we met an American ship. So we were really happy. We're like, okay, we're saved. The problem is the American ship completely ignored us. So we kept circling around. Later on, we learned they ignored us because they did not receive orders to take refugees. And within that hour, we were at the right place at the right time. They received orders from Washington, D.C. that said, if you saw refugee boats, please rescue them. Again, what a miracle. So they took us in. They told us, everybody get off the ship first. Do not bring any of your belongings. We'll get it after we get people off safely. So they took all of us off. Right when the last passenger got to the American ship, the captain of the ship cut the cord, the rope, and went off with everybody's belongings. So not only did we lose our country, we lost our personal belongings on the same day. So, but you know what? Like my dad saying, that's material stuff. We have each other. We are safe. So we ended up staying on the American ship for 10 days. May 7th, we got to the Philippines. We stayed at the refugee camp in the Philippines. May 13th, we made it to Guam. In Guam, we learned that the chapel in the city of Akron, Reverend Dr. Burnham, the minister at that time, will be our sponsors, and that they're going to meet us when we get to Ohio. So that was exciting news for us. We stayed in Guam for 39 days. Usually you don't stay that long during that time, but we stayed for 39 days. June 23rd, we went to a refugee camp in not Orlando, in Florida. I don't remember what city, but I don't know if you were aware that Florida had a refugee camp at that time. It was called the Elgin Refugee Camp. So we were there. They put us there, but we wait for permission and get all the paperwork done to get to Ohio. Here's the big day. While in Florida, we heard from a lot of people, oh, you're going to Ohio. Okay, 6 months cold, 6 months of kind of cold. So my parents, my dad being who he was, very caring, took all of our summer clothes and traded in for winter clothes. So we had coats, boots, mittens, gloves, everything. We were ready to go to Ohio, the cold and kind of cold state. So we finally arrived in Cleveland Hopkins Airport. The only bad side about that, it was July 3rd, 1975. So I'm sure we were a sight at the Cleveland Hopkins Airport. 12 kids, 15 refugees standing there in coats, mittens, gloves, and everything July 3rd of 1975. So Reverend Burnham did get a good laugh when he saw us. So coming to America was truly a cultural shock for every refugee, our family included. As you are aware, we don't have television or internet to let us know what to expect. And that's a perfect example right there. But we had to do some adjustments. There were educational adjustments, there were social adjustments. My 6th grade sister shared, because when we came to America, we enrolled into a private school because the chapel sponsored us. And the private school was very nice. The teacher smiled every day, but that was it. She stayed in 6th grade for a whole year without learning anything because the teacher didn't know how to help her. The curriculum wasn't in place. There was no ESL program at that time. So she went home every day and she worked 2 to 4 hours using a Vietnamese English dictionary, trying to figure out the curriculum herself. And as someone that works in the public school, now I'm aware because public schools get federal funds and ESL program is a requirement. Private schools have option to participate in federal funds or not. So that's what happened. And it was so new. Here's the first wave of refugees. What do you do with them? So other stories, let me tell you, was my dad. My parents refused to get on welfare because they felt that, you know what, we have 2 hands, we can work. And they said, we're not going to get the help, we don't need it for now. So my dad worked with the Firestone to do filing. and a minister on the weekend. My mom went into the sewing business. And the chapel gave us 2 bikes. It was donated, and that helped them, go from the chapel. We lived across the street from the chapel to Firestone. On the way home one day, they were stopped by a police officer who thought they stole the bikes. So my dad and my brother had to explain that, no, it's our bike. And of course, they say who to call. We called the chapel, and they verified it was our bikes. But that's another experience for them to not know what to do. But thank goodness for the chapel, they just say, call the chapel, the chapel, the chapel. And then from that was cleared. The dreams and aspirations, educationally wise, my brother told career day. So they asked him, he was a refugee sitting in high school, knowing very little English. They asked him, what do you want to be someday? He said, I want to be a doctor. The teacher laughed at him, the kids laughed at him, thinking, you want to be a doctor, you can't even speak English. But that didn't stop him, and I'll tell you his story a little bit later. And then my sister was in college at the University of Akron. She was in business, and she switched over to education. She wanted to be a teacher. That was her dream. My very own brothers called her up and yelled at her, are you crazy? Who do you think you are to teach in America a language you don't even know? She said, I don't care. I think I can do it. He said, who's going to hire you with your English? But she never gave up. She's continued to go to college to become a teacher, and I'll share you a little bit about her story later on. Social adjustment. So a funny story, my sister was in middle school. She came home laughing one day. And we were like, why are you laughing? She goes, oh, I got to tell you a funny story. She was a middle schooler. I was in school today. I was sitting next to a boy. Now, I got to tell you, this boy was wearing girls' pants. And we're like, how would you know it was a girl's pants? Because he's wearing the same pants I have on. Well, now we know, believe me, it's the other way around. Because our clothes were donated clothes, and whatever fits, fit. So she was wearing boys' pants, and really, she thought they were laughing at him, but I'm sure it was the other way around. When my parents came to the U.S., it was hard for them because they had 8 girls. So they were, what you see on TV made them very nervous with their 8 daughters. They were extremely strict on us. We weren't allowed to wear shorts, no sleeveless. We never learned how to swim because we weren't allowed to wear bathing suits and so on. But I understand because, it's a cultural awareness for them. You come from a culture that's very modest, and you come here and you see this and you're afraid, especially with the language barrier, so you became very strict. Dating was not allowed. It was only group dating, and thank goodness, yes, they did marry us all off, all 12 of us. We are married, and thank goodness for my in-laws who tolerate the group dating. But it worked, and now, yes, we do wear shorts now, and yes, we can go swimming and all that. But that was another thing as refugees they had to get used to. Respect was so important to them. And then for them to see, television showing that, teenagers, the way they're talking to parents, they couldn't understand that. And so my parents taught us that you respect everybody. It doesn't matter what occupation they do, they're a human being. And that's the expectation they set for us. So I'm going to share with you, if you look here, that's our picture of when we were here, and I am the youngest girl out of 8. So I'm that little girl right there, and there's my baby brother, who was 2 weeks old. So